Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue unpack some supposedly equestrian era characters. And Gong is today's war-related character because we've been talking about horses, and horses is related to war in ancient times. Gong is how Chinese express offense. And of course, I'm going to show defense, but offense first. You see simplified, traditional, they look the same compared with 2000 years ago's dictionary. Okay, this one, of course, shows us more story. So from this 说文解字 dictionary, we have three parts that we can distinguish. The left side is the sound maker, 弓, but its meaning is ancient engineering. So icons for engineering for the past. I mean, how interesting. It's like a sideways letter H, right? And this was the tri-square, I believe it's called, to make rectangles. So I believe it's past of house building engineering project to make sure your walls are perpendicular to the ground. So that was a tool back then used, and because prevalent enough and simple enough, and Chinese just pick this particular tool to represent all the human tools that facilitate us to build things. So these are, I guess, maker's tools. Okay, the right side is three-finger hand symbol reaching from the bottom of the screen. So this in particular is your hand because Chinese character is actually first person. They're not describing somebody else's life. They're using this imagery to describe your life. From your point of view, this would be your right hand represented by three-finger hand symbol. And then what it is holding is this vertical line with one horizontal line. Again, it's a tool for fortune telling. And I don't exactly know how this simple looking thing would serve as a fortune telling. I mean, we have all kinds of fortune, the crystal balls, the tea leaf reading, the tarot cards, all kinds of fortune telling, things that the scammers or con artists, or I mean, seriously, fortune tellers, I guess, as a viable profession for some people in the past. I don't really know, so I shouldn't talk about them in a negative terms, but they exist probably because of there are such need for us all to know what's going to happen, right? So this is ancient Chinese fortune telling tool, and eventually this tool probably just represent any tool that you're holding in your hand. So you and your, just like humans, warriors with horses, they're a team. Humans are hand with some tools. They are a team. So humans power amplified by such tools. So tool using as well as engineering together, it means offense. Why so? I would imagine that to offend, to attack your enemies, it's a human effort, so represented by human hand, as well as logistic and engineering challenge, because oftentimes you have to cross a river, build a bridge, all kinds of things for you to be able to attack, to offend, to go to a foreign land or your tribe, your neighbors, your tribe, another tribe. It's not your turf, so you're probably not familiar with it. So you have to kind of bring in an engineering team to build road or build whatever facilities, not exactly facility, but things that can help you, support you in your war mission. So interesting that Chinese recognize that war or offending or attacking itself is not just human effort. It's human plus tool plus engineering, human ingenuity altogether. Okay, 公气十足 Chinese use 十足 ten fu. Okay, I guess before the probability theory, which give us a sense of how probable things are by cutting things into 100%, right? So we visualize, okay, 100% divide something into 100 parts, and then each part, uh, all the way to single digits or even more if you want go decimals. But normally 100% is how contemporary quantification of things we look at. But 十足 is a Chinese way to cut things into 10 parts. And when it comes to 10, that means fu is 100%. So 十足 is a Chinese way quantification. So instead of 100%, we cut into tens, right? And then if it is 10, that means you reach the highest bar. So max out. And 供气 offends air. So Chinese use air to describe your energy direction, to describe your not only breathing, your energy, your whole vibe, your intention, your internal and external expressions. So 供气 offense here means the sense of aggression coming, emitting from you, this offense. Air 十足 like all the way to the highest bar. Okay, 以毒攻毒 is a Chinese I guess idiom or expression to say to combat or to treat the toxic, you have to attack it with toxic. Almost like in firefighting, you have to use I guess it's one of the techniques, and not like you have to. That sometimes firefighters use fire to fight fire. So in the same vein of thinking, you're being harmed or attacked by the toxic. This do represent anything that's negative to you, supposed to be harming you, right? But you're turning the table and do harm back. And that's, I guess, one of the strategies how to solve the situation is to use toxic to tack back of that toxic thing. All right. It could be also literally meaning 以毒攻毒 used in medical treatment. Of course, it's not scientific in today's way, but if you were harmed by some poison, and then supposedly whoever has a know-how can use another type of otherwise poisonous thing on you so that the two poisons battle it out in you, and so that you don't just under attack of one poison, but you actually use another one to cure you. So in that sense, kind of a contemporary medicine is kind of like that too, right? Chinese has a saying of 是药三分毒. Every medicine, there are 3% that is poisonous to you or toxic to you. So Chinese recognize that a poisonous, or I mean, there are potent feature and poisonous feature combined into one. It's not a binary thing. It's Chinese recognize for anything that you're going to benefit from, it may probably harm you in some other way. So 以毒攻毒 is such a recognition of, yeah, it may be poisonous or toxic energy coming to you, but the way to fight it back, almost like a counterintuitively, is turn it back with fight back with poison, toxic. Okay, 远交近攻 is a Chinese, I guess, diplomacy applied to tribes far away from you that you cannot directly attack. So you make friends with people who are far away, but you attack people who are nearby. And as a set phrase, many, I guess all Chinese know that, 远交近攻. And that's why when Chinese see Trump was firing on Canada and Mexico, like your near neighbors, it's like 进攻, you're attacking your neighbors. And 远交, I'm not sure if like Trump's policy can apply like to Europe, to other further away lands. Is he trying to use more diplomacy versus in the nearby neighboring countries is more attractive? That kind of falls into the framework of Chinese view, how you, I guess, win in this global competition, how you win out. You make friends with afar, but you're attacking people who are near you. All right, so this is a fence. When I check a fence picture, of course, I mean, we don't have that many war or people don't want to see war. So when I say offense, it's sports is the, I guess, entertainment format, war without blood, without all that, but you see all the dramas play out on the battlefield. So this represents offense. Thank you for your time. See you another day.